Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the basement. That's
What's going on?
Interruption that we not recording. Back to the same shenanigans we always do, folks. We can't afford no red light to let everybody know that we taping, so they just walk right in. But it's okay. That's how we like to keep it here. Don't cut your phones off either. I want to hear them ring. But ladies and gentlemen, bass players from around the world, bass players from Africa, bass players from Australia, bass players from Detroit, bass players from Inkster. Welcome to the basement. That's BASSMINT. And that was some fine playing there, young man. Tell us your name.
My name's Ian Tubbs.
Ian Tubbs. Where you from, Ian?
I'm from Pittsville Township.
A Detroit bass player in the house. So I'm gonna ask you a few questions if you don't mind. But before we get to that, I gotta introduce the panel of the squad that's in our presence right now. And on my fret hand side, I'm gonna start here with, tell us your name, sir.
Mr. Steve Burkhalter.
A Detroit bass player. And next to Steve, tell us your name, sir.
Billy Payton, Inkster.
Inkstown.
Yeah, and next to him, tell us your name, sir.
Pope Star, Popalicious, Pope-matic, Pope in Circumstance. Detroit. Pope Trout.
I forgot to ask him to tell us his names. and on my plug hand side, tell us your name, sir.
James Formay.
James Formay, another Detroit bass player, and tell us your name, sir.
Peter from Uganda.
Peter from Uganda.
Huh? What?
To experience snow for the first time in his life. Last November.
Family affair.
And next to him, tell us your name.
Chris Snyder from Taylor.
Okay, cool. And next to him, tell us your name.
John Max, otherwise known as D-Max from Inkster also.
And then swinging on around here, we got the
I'm a new visitor. My name is Reggie Kenton. It's the first time here.
Welcome, Reg.
I'm really enjoying myself.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
And for those who just ran into this for the first time, he lied. He's actually the owner of this actual basement itself. And we like to thank you for always letting us use your electricity and you know, basses use up some electricity, man. And behind him we got somebody from the University of Michigan hat on.
Bryant Tubbs. I'm Ian Tubbs' father.
And do you play bass?
Been playing bass for about 40 years.
There you go. And then next to him,
start down here somewhere with your name on it.
We also
be down there, man.
We also got another Detroit bass player in the house. Tell us your name, sir.
Gordon Spencer, a.k.a. the Bass Pimp.
All right. Now, something I forgot to mention, because I ain't did this in 4 months. This is a basement alumni. I still ain't did you. I was gonna do an interview with you today, but things changed, man. You keep getting bumped to the back of the line for some reason. Alumni. His interview is still on my thumbnail. The last interview I posted. I got 10 more I gotta post, and then that's not an alumni. This is an alumni, and that's an alumni. He's not an alumni, but he's been in the basement, but he ain't been interviewed. And then he's a alumni. You know, it's plural. Everything is plural over here.
Thank you. I double it up.
Okay, so look.
Alumniotic.
Sorry for that, Ian, man. I always like to acknowledge everybody that comes in the basement because I really appreciate them coming and hanging out with us, sharing their wisdom. If all these people that's in here, man, we got some legends. We also got some very experienced bass players that have been playing for years and years and been out there and did that, been around the world and all that kind of stuff right here in the basement right now. So I have to acknowledge them. And so now, back to you. My first question I'd like to ask you is, when did you start playing the bass and why?
Basically, like, I grew up around bass players. Of course, my dad was a bass player, and then he taught my brother how to play, and then I basically picked it up after that. first I started playing guitar, then I started messing around with the bass a little bit, and I figured like I like how it feels, I love how it sounds. And I've been playing since I was and I've been like fully playing since I was 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, who you playing with, man?
I played with a few different bands. One's name was Houston We Have a Problem. That was my very first one.
Alright.
Playing from old school blues rock to punk to metal to various things like that.
yeah.
Moved into another band called Era. Played basically grunge and then I was solo for a little while, still kind of am. Then I started found Cornerstone Church with Chris right here.
Alright.
And basically they let me on the ministry, and I've been playing with them for almost a year now.
That's awesome. Like, I can't ignore what you got sitting on your lap there, which you let us hear. What in the heck is that, man?
This is a Music Man bongo. And what I love about this so much is, like, of course, the body. Like, it looks like a spaceship. You look at that thing. And like the special thing about this is, like, the same company who works with BMW is the same people who helped to manufacture and design this too. So that's why, you know, it's got that special design to it.
Okay, what do all the knobs do? You know what each of those knobs do?
Yes, sir. Got your volume right here. High, yeah. Switching between pickups, high EQ, low EQ, the brights, and this, like, gives it that.
Okay, cool. Now, what kind of strings that you got on those? Cause somebody gonna get mad at me if I don't ask.
Ernie Balls.
Yeah,
Cobalt?
Ernie Ball.
Cobalt? Ernie Ball Cobalt?
No, those are
Slinkies?
Slinkies, yeah.
Slinkies. Ernie Ball
Tried some Cobalts.
Yeah.
Majorly impressed.
Okay, so Ernie Balls. Okay, you not that much into strings. Do you like care about what strings you use, or you just good with whatever?
Yeah, I don't specifically like a brand or anything, but it's just as long as they ain't dead. I'm good.
Right. Thank you.
Okay, well now who you currently playing with? Oh, just the church.
Yeah, just the church right now.
You looking to play with anybody?
I'm always looking around to play with people.
What kind of music you well, I'm sure you play anything if it's the right gig, but so what kind of music are you into as far as the bass is concerned?
Well, I have my own genre of music. It's called alternative Christian hip hop, and I actually put out an album a year ago, and I'm putting out another one that's coming out next month. And basically what it is a fusion of hip hop, gospel, and metal all in, and a few other genres, whatever I felt like throwing in the day I was recording. So so basically I'll play like just about anything.
Okay, it's kind of like dinner, you know. You don't cook the same thing every night, but
What I
what
like,
you gonna eat?
what I really like saying is like what I learned from one of my favorites. His name was Daryl Dixon, played at Living Bread.
Yep.
What he said is
Guitar player.
yeah. What he said is that I don't like saying I play one specific genre because that limits me.
Yep.
So that's why I say I just play.
Right.
Just recently passed, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Right, yeah, you know that genre thing is crazy, man. But everybody coming out with their own stuff, it's gonna be one genre called "Oh, forget it." You know what I'm saying?
That's me.
Quit trying to box people in. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So look, bass players. That's all we bass players. We all about bass players and stuff like that. You got any favorite bass players?
A lot.
Just roll a few of them off.
One of the very first people that I learned from was Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's like that long ago my bass playing was just average, kind of was playing like two strings. And then I heard him and I'm like, wow. And so I was looking at his tutorials and I was just basically learning how to play like that. Fred Hammond, of course.
Another Detroit bass player
Absolutely.
Mumford 11 that.
and gospel legend.
Yeah. And then, of course, I like a lot of other secular artists. Like, you got him on the wall right here, Jocko.
Oh, I was gonna scold you if you didn't.
Right.
Because when he said Flea, I'm thinking, okay, that's the beginning of time for him. You know what I'm saying? But you got some history, and you thank you. Go ahead.
And this one, he's not a bass player, but Miles Davis.
Yes, sir.
That's
Now,
interesting.
When I heard his trumpet playing, what I would do back then was I would basically try to imitate that and just play that on bass and just go all over the neck.
Yeah, that's awesome because he all over that trumpet. I mean, he went through cycles of
Yes, sir.
genres. Speaking of genres, he went through cycles of them because he didn't want to be boxed in. You know what I'm saying? So look, man, I ain't want to keep you. But the truth is, folks that's watching this, truth is, usually we have, when we put the event on Facebook, we have a special guest. We ain't had no special guests, so I was just like, we're gonna improvise when we come in here. I can get at least 1, 2, 3, 4 brand new interviews today and a pedal demonstration. That's 5 interviews, so I'm happy about that, man. But I ain't want to keep you behind the camera. So, does the panel, the squad, anybody have any questions for this fine bass player?
Yes, I do. So, do you like having? Did you have another bass before this one, or?
Yes, I did. I had 2. The first one was a PV. It was a 4-string.
Okay.
And then played that thing. It basically broke. And then another one of the next one that I got, which also became another one of my favorite brands, Ibanez. It was my first 5-string.
Oh yeah, I still got
A
on
really underrated bass.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so, what made you like the bongo? Because of course, it still has kind of flea sound, and I'm noticing it. Most Music Men don't have 24 fret. That's the only one they make with the 24 fret neck.
Right.
Yep. The only one that they do.
Anybody else?
The new one. I just want to say about the Music Man. The new Music Man, the specials, I guess they call them, has 22 frets now.
Right.
And they have they have the different pole pieces that makes it louder and stuff. It's a very nice bass, 18 volt, and I'm a Music Man fanatic. And then they're great basses. It is. And the Miles Davis thing is perfect because horn players play melodically, play lines, and I listen to horn players more than I listen to bass players. So the Miles Davis thing is great.
Yeah.
Anybody else got any questions?
When's your next album?
My next album is coming out next month.
What's it called?
The album is going to be titled Exodus.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody?
I'll look for that.
Okay, so look, man. Like I said, I ain't want to keep you, man. But I do want to hear your albums, the past ones, and all your stuff. I want to get all up in your musical business. So how could I contact you, listen to you, follow you? You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. You can find me on iantubbsmusic.com. My album is also available on Spotify, Amazon, and iTunes. And also you can find me on YouTube, Ian Tubbs. Yes, sir.
What about your social stuff, man?
Social stuff, you can find me
Instagram.
Ian Sebastian Tubbs on Facebook, and follow my music page, Ian Tubbs. And Snapchat, Ian the Viper 678.
What's your Instagram again?
I.Tubbs.
Okay, cool. See, now I'm gonna have to figure out how to spell all that when I get my edit. No, I'll go look first and then I know how to spell it.
You do
But look,
Gazette.
yeah, but look, like I said, I ain't want to keep you, but I did want to ask you to stop playing, Billy, and then
I just had you.
Are you ready to me? Yeah. Great, thank you.
I did want to ask you, is there anything that you would like to say in closing before you play us out?
All right. My message to anybody coming up is, if someone, like, don't do what everybody else is doing. One thing that I heard a long time ago is, getting up, you gotta, like, pick a fan base. Like, that's just how it is. You gotta fit into one thing. You gotta pick one fan base. I'm like, I'm not picking one fan base. I'm picking everybody. I'm picking whoever hears my music. Whoever hears you hear, you don't even like that? Good, I pick you. You hear, you don't even know? Okay, I pick you too. If everyone's going this way, I'm walking that way. So, like, because nobody, like, are you gonna hear about the guy who's doing the same thing this guy's doing? I could hear him do it. Exactly what you're doing, I could hear them do it. People are always looking for new stuff. So always try to be the one that stands out.
Okay, that's great advice. You kind of remind me, right now, you kind of reminded me of Tony Newton.
Looking
through this lens, you know what I'm saying? Do you know who Tony Newton is? You ever heard of him?
Yes, I have.
The Detroit bass player, legend, played with everybody.
Yeah, when he was playing with his teams.
So I hope I didn't offend you by saying, he just said be different. I was like, you remind me of, you know you got a twin out there. Okay.
I have so many twins. One of my twins is Prince. Of course, people tell me. One of them is Eddie Murphy. I don't even know that one.
Okay, well look, man, thank you for coming and hanging out with us in the basement for the first time, and thank you for watching it in the past. You can go ahead and subscribe, and then also hit the notification button. Then that way, when your video pop up next year, the one we're doing right now, you'll know when it's coming. You know what I mean? I'm sorry I'm so slow, y'all, man. They cussing me out. They like, when you putting some more?
You need an intern.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
looking for an intern.
Exactly, because I have to tell
That's
them.
free.
Unpaid.
What I have to tell them? I got hard drive issues, and then they let me slide. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he got hard drive. I understand now. You know. So, but I'm gonna get back to him. I feel motivated right now to edit about 10 of them. So, with that said, Ian, man, why don't you just play us something out right quick, man?
Right.